All right, I'll just do a little voiceover for this too because I kind of ran out of time for the portion that goes over everything I ate. So feel free to listen or don't. I don't really care. But basically, January, doing the 1,000-calorie deficit. I'm just carrying over some stuff that I tried at the end of December and it worked and it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. So I just said, fuck it, just keep doing it. What if you did it for 30 days or 31 days? Your body adjusts very quickly. It is not as hard as you might think. It's not as bad as you might think. You just have to find stuff that works for you, and you just have to know that sometimes you're going to feel a little bit hungrier than you're used to, and you might feel a little bit more restricted, so you just got to find stuff. So I did like salads, mandarin oranges, sauce, chicken, and all that stuff. This is the weight leading up to this point, and then the next video is my weight through January. I don't really know what else to say, man. It's been a couple months. Right now I'm recording this. It's May 10th or whatever, 11th, so a lot of time has passed since then, but, you know, it was hard in some ways and easy in some ways, and ultimately I ended up just working out more and getting more activity in so I could eat more, because that was kind of the only thing I was struggling with. Yeah, so this year came out of the gate swinging. You can watch the other videos to see what my motivations were and how I did it. It's easy to just kind of write down stuff, like your go-to stuff at the top. That way you can easily copy and paste it. I just use my notepad. I don't really fuck with macros besides just trying to get above like 200 grams of protein. It's kind of an arbitrary number. I know that it's like between 0.8 and 2 is how many grams per pound of body weight you are is what you're shooting for. So you can just fucking scroll through this, watch it, turn the volume down or don't. I don't really care. This just shows everything I've eaten, like literally. I don't even think I missed any days, but just, you know, for the last year and also this year, there are days that I don't record. And that's just because it's like I'm sick, I'm hungover, I'm not feeling well. I know that day is pretty much shot. I should just record those anyways, but I don't. So probably like 99% of the time, every single day is recorded, showing everything that I've eaten, snacks, foods, drinks, everything. Yeah, protein is just protein powder. I think I already did a video about it. Nutricost whey protein, vanilla whey protein concentrate, 25 grams of protein per 130 calories, 63 servings in a 5-pound container. It's the best. I've gone through about 9 or 10 of those jugs of protein. Something I learned later is that it's not very satiating. So you'll see sometimes where I had 2 scoops in the morning or whatever, and then I probably wrote down something about how it's not very fulfilling or whatever. Here's a note. One day when I broke whatever. I'm not going to read all this shit. It was a long time ago. I don't really remember it, so I feel like I don't even have the authority to speak on it, but that's why the notes are there, right? So read these notes, read how I felt during this cut. I don't even like saying cut. Basically I went from like about 500 calorie deficit every week, and I only did that about 9 out of the 12 months last year, and then like I happened to sometimes balance it out. So that's why last year it was very consistent, a couple pounds each month, and then kind of a stalemate, and then kind of gradually back down. I was doing a lot of work, but I wasn't really recording shit and keeping track of it from like September or October till the end of the year just because I was so busy. But so January kind of just picked up, and I was just making up for all that for the months of slack, and also I knew that I had to ramp it up a little bit. So yeah, I pretty much tried to do 1,000 calorie deficit every day. I'm not gonna lie, the first like week or two, I'm not saying it was easy as in I wasn't tempted, I wasn't hungry, it was easy to sleep, and I had perfect energy. I just mean like it was a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be, okay? So I would not be intimidated by, you know, cutting calories and just kind of seeing what works for you. I was highly motivated coming off of the trip that I did over the holidays. I came back the same weight that I left, and I was like, wow, I can't believe that. That is so amazing. I'm going to do 1,000 calorie deficit for the last couple of days of December and see if I can be whatever my goal weight was in the very beginning, even though I missed, you know, September, October, November, December, basically. So I had a week of doing that, and that really geared me up. And then I was like, you know what? Fuck it, dude. Just keep doing it in January. Maybe this is your new thing. Maybe you could just keep staying in 1,000 calorie deficit. At this point, I'm doing like a workout in the morning, and that's pretty much it. Sometimes a run, sometimes a weightlifting thing at the end of the day. But I think for the most part, I was just doing like 1 to 2 workouts, maybe sometimes 3. But I don't really think I got into it that much in January. Yeah, you can see just everything that I've eaten, man. Like, I kept it simple. I'd eat ice cream at the end of the day to fill whatever calories I had left and to kind of meet that craving, and that worked. Like, you just find something that works. Fruits, veggies, chicken, mangoes, frozen fruit, frozen vegetables. Like, just make it easy for yourself. Fucking meal prep, make it taste good. Find some sauces, anytime I say sauce, it's no sugar added barbecue sauce, Sweet Baby Ray's. So it's like 20 calories for 2 tablespoons or whatever. You can like load up on that shit and it'll be like 40 calories. Now, if you're looking at ranch or butter or pretty much any Chick-fil-A sauce, it'll be like 140 calories for like 1 tablespoon. So you cannot really load up on that. But barbecue sauce you can go crazy on, and just be aware that, you can't go too crazy, but you have a lot of leeway. I was eating a lot of spinach. I was eating a lot of salads. January, the hardest part was just like, what do I do with this time where I'm hungry, but I don't want to eat too much. So I think January was kind of the catalyst for me to realize, I need to do more work so that I can eat more. Because there was a lot of times where I'm in the kitchen and I'm just like, I'm not starving, but it's just like, I'm kind of fucking hungry, and it's like, what do I do? Eat chicken? Wow. It's not going to fill me up that much. So I learned a lot about like eating big salads with lots of spinach and jalapenos and a bunch of like little to no calorie add-ins with chicken and sauce to, bide time. And so it'd be like 20 calories for a big thing of spinach and like sauce, maybe 30 calories. I don't know. But yeah, you just kind of fiddle with it and play with it until something works. And you'll see for the next months after this, I end up doing more workouts and more running and more activities so that I could eat more, and I could kind of ditch the whole salad thing and trying to make things work and just make it work for me and my schedule so that I can eat more. Yeah,